Hi, I'm here with Jeff Goldberg, a longtime expert, 4 decades of sales experience. And my question for you today, Jeff, is we all feel so much better when we find out even the most experienced pros can screw up a sales call. So I'm curious, do you have any examples of a call gone bad that we can all use to make ourselves feel better?
I'm grinning because, yes, just this past winter, I had something happen, Mary, and I'm not even sure that it's a good idea for me to tell it because it makes me look so stupid. But I was referred into a company by a guy who had been referred to me who hadn't even become a client yet. And he called me up and said, Jeff, you got to meet with these people. They desperately need what you do. I do two things. I do training and I also do outsourced sales management as well as keynote speaking, three things, I guess. So anyways, I get in touch with these people. I set an appointment. And of course, like any smart salesperson, I do my research before I go on the sales call. I went to their company website. I read about their history. I went on LinkedIn and looked for everybody who I could find that worked for the company and looked at their backgrounds. And just before I left, I think I had done the research 2 weeks before and made some notes, but just before I left, I went on their website again just to read through the history to make sure that I was properly prepared for the sales call. Got in my car, drove about 45 minutes through the snow, got to the appointment, and I don't remember the exact name, but I think I asked for Bob, and I'm going to leave the last name of the person out. And the receptionist looked at me not like I had two heads, but like I had five heads. And I said, is there a problem? She goes, yeah, who are you here to see? I said, I'm here to see Bob, whatever his last name was. And she goes, I don't think you're here to see him. I said, no, I've got an appointment with him at noon. She goes, well, he died 3 years ago. Well, that was not the start of a good sales call because she picked up the phone and called upstairs to the people who I was actually supposed to meet with and said, I've got Jeff Goldberg here. He thought he was supposed to meet with your father, but I informed him that he's dead. Would you like to meet with him? Well, I see you're laughing at me, Mary, and I don't mind because it was pretty darn stupid. You'd think I should have gotten the right person's name. I guess it's an easy mistake to make, and I don't feel too terrible. But as you can imagine, the guy was not happy that I reminded him that his father, who had founded the business and who he revered, had passed away. And actually, the sales call went downhill from there.
Okay. I was going to say, so how do you recover from that?
Well, my belief, I call it the Jeff Goldberg School of Direct Selling. That just means be direct. And I walked and I said, I can't possibly imagine how I could have been a bigger idiot or inserted my foot in my mouth. Worse, I apologize. I promise I'll train your people to be a little bit more careful before they go on a sales call and to not to make a stupid mistake like that. Of course, the guy smiled and said, think nothing of it. Don't worry about it. But the damage was already done. And all kinds of wacky stuff happened on the sales call anyway. Turned out I wouldn't want to work with them, but even if I had, I wasn't going anywhere with these guys.
Not the greatest start. I love it. Thanks so much for sharing that.
My pleasure. Good talking to you, Mary.
I hope you get a good chuckle from this story. You're welcome to add your comments below. We have so much fun to share with you to bring some joy to your sales work. You deserve it. So subscribe to our YouTube channel and make sure you don't miss any of it. And if you want a smarter way to connect with what you need to be your best, click here and join the other smart people over at Sales Mastery.